Welcome to I Know Jax. I'm Joe Talentino. I've been a busy bee lately, but I'm not complaining. I like being busy. If I don't have enough to do, I get restless. This is probably how and why I ended up starting this show. For me, the biggest problem is time. So much to do and so little time. Right now, I'd really like to spend more time outdoors. The weather is cooler, and this is one of the best times of year to enjoy nature. Now, I've always been fascinated by nature and wildlife, but I'm far from an expert on it. I'm just a guy who enjoys learning more about the outdoors. Last week we showed you the first part of our new road trip series from Jekyll Island, and this week we're going to continue that. And this time we're going to take a look at what nature has to offer. This road trip segment is brought to you by Camping World of Jacksonville. Last week we traveled north to Jekyll Island, Georgia and visited the famous historic district, Driftwood Beach, and then we set up camp. I think I could get used to this roughing it. Being in an RV is like being in a condo on wheels. Anyway, we've got a lot of adventures planned for today, so I'm gonna have to get started. I decided to ask some other RVers what they like to do on Jekyll Island.
We love the beach. So my wife's a big sheller. She loves to shell. So we're on the beach almost every day.
The fishing's fabulous. We got good tarpon fishing, good red fishing, good whiting. They have probably some of the best triple tail fishing on the entire East Coast in the spring when the triple tail come offshore here. And so it's a great fishing experience.
So Paula, what is it you like to do when you come down?
I love just getting outside because at home I tend not to get outside too much. But when we're down here, I'm outside almost all day. I love to ride my bike. We go for walks. I like to fish. I just like everything about it.
So fishing, of the two of you, who's the better fisherman? Off for an adventure. Today, fishing or going to the beach was not on my agenda. I was heading out to Tidelands Nature Center in my cool little electric car from Redbug Motors. This is a North Atlantic right whale, and they have their calving grounds right off the coast here. I'm going to go inside and see what other kind of cool creatures they have. I'm at the Tidelands Nature Center and we're talking with Beth Walker about what you guys do here. So what is it you do here?
We offer hands-on marine environmental education to the general public, to school groups, homeschool groups, Boy Scouts, and Girl Scouts.
Okay, so when you say hands-on, like what kind of things can we do here?
Oh man, we have so much. We have an indoor exhibit area where you can actually get face-to-face with a sea turtle. You have touch tanks where you can touch animals. Cool. But we also offer outdoor excursions. We have kayak trips where you can get a crab's eye view of the marsh in one of our kayaks. Cool. We also have nature walks. We have canoe paddle boat rentals on this beautiful pond behind us. And in the summertime we offer special programming such as seining, where we get to drag huge 20 feet net through the ocean and catch all kinds of really cool critters.
See what you find, right?
See what we find.
So you do marsh tours. So what is special about the marshes here in Georgia?
Well, people think the marsh is just full of mosquitoes. However, it's so much more. It's just teeming with life.
Isn't the marsh also part of the shrimping industry?
It is. It's very important nursery ground for our juvenile planktonic shrimp. It's also important for...
That sounds so fancy. Planktonic?
Planktonic, yes. I have to interject my scientific words into everyday life here. But it's also important for recreational fisheries, hurricane buffers, filtering our water. It's so much more than people give it credit for.
And it's also pretty to look at.
And it's beautiful, aesthetically pleasing.
Golden Isles, they don't call it that for nothing. Beth showed me an ocean creature called a sea squirt. She asked me to take a closer look, and I did. Thanks, Beth. Next, I'm off to the colonial ruins on the island. I'm standing inside the Horton house, which is where Major Horton lived back in the colonial days. What's cool about this house is it's made out of tabby. Tabby is a building material that's better than wood for the coast because it's made out of things readily available here on the island, which is oyster shells, sand, water, and lime. Sitting on a bench like that, looking at the marsh, leaves my troubles behind. Pretty cool. I'll continue my exploration of Jekyll Island, Georgia in next week's episode.
This is Camping World of Jacksonville, Northeast Florida's newest RV supercenter. Come see our huge selection of travel trailers, fifth wheels, Class C and Class A motorhomes. We feature Winnebago, Dutchman, and Heartland RVs, including Bighorn fifth wheels and Road Warrior toy haulers. For RV sales, parts, and service, come see Camping World of Jacksonville. Conveniently located off I-95 at exit 358B. Visit our website at campingworldofjacksonville.com.
I wanted to thank all of you who came out to the Fish Company on Sunday to celebrate our 2-year birthday. We had a blast. Our friend Pete from Green Man Gourmet went above and beyond and brought in a basket that was big enough to fit a baby, filled with all kinds of goodies. Patty was the lucky winner who got to take the basket home. Congratulations. We're already talking about what we're going to do for our next get-together, so make sure to sign up for our newsletter at iknowjax.com. That way, I'll make sure to send you an invitation to the next get-together.
Jacksonville Giants from Shreveport, Louisiana, and you watching I Know Jax. Yeah!
I went down to Campeche Bay and met with my drinking buddies Fawn and Lindsay to try out what kind of concoctions master mixologist Brian comes up with. First up, it's the double-fisted top shelf margarita. Brian adds premium tequila and orange liqueur and ice into the mixer. Then he adds orange juice, a little lime juice, and tops it off with sweet and sour. Double fisted, so it's like double bass.
With 2 hands.
Double.
We add a little salt to the rim.
Nice technique there.
And if you're not a big fan of sweet and sour, got something for you.
Then he adds the special cerveza.
Well,
Something like that.
but it really cuts the tartness out of the sweet and sour.
Gotcha.
Then we add a little famous French orange liqueur.
Oh, a little floater there.
Top it off.
Nice.
And there you go.
Ladies first.
Double-fisted, top-shelf Corona Rita.
Yum.
Next up, the Mango Tango. Brian adds mango vodka, coconut rum, cranberry, and pineapple juice. Then he mixes it up and then garnishes the drink. It's summertime in a glass.
It's a tango-y mango-y.
Well, since it's your favorite, we're gonna let you go. Not too bad.
I'm Mark Wisdom, the beer guy, with your Jacksonville beer news and events for the week. The last few weeks have been a whirlwind of activity in the beer world, and things are not showing any signs of slowing down. With the holiday season swiftly approaching, you're likely to find a lot of great beer flowing at the season's parties and events. Just a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the first Jacktoberfest held at the shipyards downtown. The event was wildly successful, and the numbers are in to prove it. According to the event's organizers, over 25,000 guests enjoyed the German music, food, and beer. With a win like this, it's probably a given that next year the event will be even bigger and better. It seems that the craft beer world is discovering that Florida is becoming a real beer lover's paradise full of hopheads seeking the next great beer. Just this week, another outstanding brewery has announced plans on expanding into the Florida market. St. Arnold Brewing Company of Houston, Texas will be bringing their beers like Fancy Lawnmower Coast Style, Alyssa IPA, and Christmas Ale first to the Gulf Coast and later to the rest of the state, including Jacksonville. When November rolls around each year, Intuition Ale Works breaks out the Movembrew. Movember is a movement that started in Australia to bring attention to men's health issues. The beer is an English-style bitter brewed with all English malts and hops and Australian yeast. A portion of all sales of the beer go to benefit Movember Jacks. Until next time, I'm Mark Wisdom, the beer guy. May your beer be cold and your glass stay full. Cheers.
I'm Jasmine Ray, and you're watching I Know Jax.
Hi, I'm Carla Michelle, here with your I Know Jax calendar. I hope you enjoyed some of the events I told you about last weekend, and I have new stuff for you, of course. You know, I'm a fan of Downtown Art Walk, but I have another one to tell you about. First though, Joe's waiting to tell you about his pop pick. Let's check in with him about an event that brings a little taste of Argentina to the First Coast. Joe?
That's right, Carla. My pick of the week comes directly from Buenos Aires. The sensational and sexy Tango Fire Company of Buenos Aires presents their new show, Tango Fire Flames of Desire, featuring 10 torrid dancers, one of Argentina's finest young singers, and a quartet of awesome musicians. Tango Fire Flames of Desire takes you on a seductive journey through the history of tango, tracing the roots of tango to its origins in the dance halls of Buenos Aires. How does that sound to you, Carla?
That sounds like a hot and spicy time. First up on the calendar, for most of us, it's a long weekend for the Veterans Day holiday. Make sure you take some time to salute those who serve our country. And I want to give a special shout out to my grandfather, Leroy Jones. He's a Montfort Point Marine who recently received the Congressional Gold Medal of Honor. He's also a big fan of I Know Jax. I wonder why. Anyway, my favorite way to honor our veterans is the Veterans Day Parade downtown. That's Monday, November 11th at 11 a.m. The route begins at Everbank Field and ends at the Prime Osborne. Now this event combines two of my favorite things, art and the beach. And yes, even though it's getting cool, I still love the beach. The next event I'm going to explore is Jax Beach Art Walk. You should join me. Expect more than 80 artists participating, plus live music and good food. That's all at Jax Beach Art Walk, Tuesday, November 12th from 5 to 9 p.m. in downtown Jax Beach. The season is changing, so you might feel the need to redecorate your home. And if you do, check out the second annual San Marco Art Festival. It's a great place to find some unique pieces. Check out all types of original handmade art, including photography, painting, and jewelry. Plus, they say artists will be out there explaining the inspirations behind their art. The San Marco Art Festival is Saturday, November 16th and Sunday, November 17th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's free admission. That's all, folks. Now, if you have an event to tell us about, send us an email at events@iknowjax.com. Plus, keep up with us during the week at I Know Jax on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also find me at Carla Michelle. Post your pictures and they could end up on the next show. Peace, love, and blessings for your week.
while back, I was asking my friends on Facebook about places to have brunch in Jacksonville. And that's how I got in touch with this place. It's doing awesome things to help veterans in our area. I'm with Post Commander Robert Williams with the VFW 1689. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. We got a laundry list of programs that we're supposed to do here at the VFW. From Americanism, patriotism, working in the community, doing community stuff with like community organization, helping other organizations, veterans in school. We also do flag presentations to places. We do flag retirement ceremonies. We also help out the elderly, veterans.
Well, when you say you have a laundry list,
yes,
you're serious.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out with me here this weekend. I really enjoyed it. Now, before I go, I wanted to let you know that you can now subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/IKnowJax. That way, you get notified as soon as we upload our videos. After the weekend, we upload the show to YouTube, so if you missed an episode, you can watch it online. That's it for this week. I'll be back on Saturday and Sunday at 9:30 p.m. with a new episode of I Know Jax. Until then, I'll see you on the internet. In next week's episode of I Know Jax, we'll continue to explore Jekyll Island, Georgia. We're also visiting Campeche Bay and Jax Beach for some great drink recipes.